Cool. Hello, everyone. Welcome to SIG Autoscaling's weekly meeting for Monday, the 9th of October, 2023. We have a couple of recurring items on the agenda and a few other bits. I don't think Suraj is with us. Nope. Lally, I think. I'm not sure that was covered last week. Double check whether it's been merged. Not yet. Okay, I will follow up after the meeting. Jack, a couple of bits from you.
Yep, that was covered a couple weeks ago, so I'll just go ahead and strike it from the record.
Okay, cool, sweet. And in that case, we have one from Shimming. Am I saying that right?
I'm here. Let me share my screen.
Sure.
I pulled the skill from 0. This is my proposal. The summary is I want to skill a pod from 0. I think they will be available to the community, so I propose to develop the project as a part of the Kubernetes SIG. This already a feature that's a low pod scale to 0 in HPA. So, and this feature was inspired by Knative. So, motivation in our cluster, there are a lot of little user service that's take up a lot of resource, and we are trying to reduce that. So we got it is introduce a new component to receive a new to receive a connection for service is not ready, and the waiting service is ready, and the forward connection, and it will be ability to work with HPA that can scale pod to 0 and from 0. So this proposal have 2 points of technology. That's how to hijack service and how to activate a pod. So let me demo this example. So this have a normal state cluster. That's this have a pod and have a service pointed to the pod. So let we call this. So that's working. So that we scale down to the pod. Now the pod is done, and the endpoint pointed to the activator. Now that we call again, this activator will receive the connection and scale up the pod, and waiting the pod is ready and forward the connection to the pod. And that's all of the demo. Any comment?
I guess one thing with the sort of goals and the inspiration, I guess I'm not clear on why someone would implement this instead of Knative, because as far as I'm aware, I've not used it personally, but I was assuming that Knative would be able to solve this problem.
Because Knative just for HTTP, this working for the TCP, this and the UDP all working. That's Knative just for HTTP and that's all. Yeah. So so we want we can't to introduce a Knative in cluster. Just want a simply simply activator.
Okay. I'll be honest, I'm not a bit based on the document so far. I'm not 100% certain also why SIG autoscaling, whether SIG autoscaling would be the best home for something like this.
Yeah.
Our general approach has been to focus almost entirely on the sort of core autoscaling concepts of both on pod and the pod and cluster side, and this feels like it may have a fairly large surface area in terms of making sure that we were handling networking correctly.
Yeah.
I guess I'd like to, like, I do see that as a valid, like, it's a problem, and it's one I've had myself internally at times. I think the document at the moment is lacking a bit of that sort of wider context of why we need a new component to this, why existing potential solutions aren't able. I think that there are others within the SIG who aren't on the call this week, who are likely to have opinions, I would think. But yeah, at the moment, I'd like a bit more context on why we need this why we need a new component to solve this, and also I think sort of I'd like to I'll look through the demo repo a bit more, but I'm sort of unclear at the moment on what other parts of the cluster we might be interacting with and what potential problems or challenges that might cause.
The main point is the inner cluster have a lot of service. That's little use, but that's use a lot of the resource. So we want to reduce that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this way, because I see this PRD, this KP is like this KP have a way to scale pod from 0 and to 0. That key that's based on the matrix. So this scale from 0 maybe not working in this KP. So I think we can like Knative use a activator to active a pod. So just
Okay, so in this case, the test activator, the activator is actually scaling up, they're responsible for scaling up the things that have scaled to 0. Is my understanding correct there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to do a bit more digging to sort of understand a bit more how you intend to how this would be intended to work, because if it's yeah, I'm still a bit unclear on exactly how it's working and how it would work with the HPA scale to 0, particularly given that KEP is currently still in beta, I think, or no, sorry, alpha. So the majority of users, I would suggest, probably still don't have access actually to that functionality. And one of the things we would like to do as a SIG is actually promote that at some point, but there's not been the bandwidth to do that.
Yeah. So I think if I can introduce the project, so I will promote that's future to beta. That's with the project working together.
But if the activator is oh, okay, so the activator is applying an auto scaling spec, so it's actually patching the auto scaling object as far as I can see from the code. Yeah. So I'm just at the moment I'm a bit confused as to why that approach is needed. If you're saying it works with the HPA scale to 0 behavior, or is this just a demo and the intent would be to change that in the future?
Yeah, there's a demo. There's just a proposal. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put some comments, initial comments and thoughts on the document, if that's easier, and we can come back around to discuss this in the future if we in a future meeting. As I said, there's a few other members of the SIG, I'd imagine, will have some thoughts on this and questions. So probably worth getting them to comment on the doc as well, if that's helpful for you.
Okay, thanks.
That was the only other thing we had on the schedule for agenda for today. Is there anything else anyone else wants to bring up? Other than that, there is a SIG/Carpenter sync in roughly 2.5 hours at today, which we'll host on the usual link. So for those who are intending on attending that, I will see you there. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Guy.
That's it.
Bye.
Bye.